Oh, good morning everybody, Drew from Wylies Outdoor World here. It's early in the morning, that's the sun just rising. I'm going to cook myself some breakfast, and I've had quite a few questions about the new Trek'N Eat emergency biscuits that we do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make something for you using those biscuits right here. Alright, I can't get out at the moment, so I'm just going to have to do a live video for you in the office. Alright, now in this video I'm just going to use exactly what I would have if I was out in the woods, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, thanks for watching. Right, to cook the breakfast, you'll see I'll move that camera just a little bit in a wee second, okay? So as I said, using just the gear that I would have to hand if I was in the woods. Now if you bear with me a little second to pull this out. You can see I didn't wash my spoon from my last trip, look. I actually forgot all about that. Right, not to worry guys, not to worry. The joys of doing live, eh? Never mind. Right, give this a little rinse. Now if you give me just 2 minutes, I'm going to rinse this before I make my breakfast because it's going to be bouffing otherwise. I won't be a tick. Right guys, terribly sorry about that. As I said, the joys of doing live. For this demonstration I'm using the Combat UK cyclone stove because that's what I'm using every time I'm out. I'm very happy with it. It's cost effective, and all the time that I've been using it, it's never broken down on me, it's never failed me in any way. So I'm more than happy to just continue using that as long as it suits me. Right, so let's get some water in there. Always carry this with me. This is the rest of my cooking kit, which I'll do a separate video on, a little bit more detail for you at a later date, okay? But essentially, inside here, got a cooking lid, I've got a drinking mug, I've got the Clean Canteen 1.1 litre single wall canteen with the loop cap, which unfortunately has been discontinued now, but it makes for a brilliant kit like this. And in here, this is where I'll have just some wee emergency food. I've got salt, beg your pardon, salt, sugar. I've got little, what else do I have in here? Come to think of it. Yeah, just basically I've got my brew kit and my knife and fork in here, okay? But like I said, I'll come back and I'll do another video of that at a later date. Make myself a brew while I'm at it. Alright, so get that to the side just for a second, get that out of the way. This little pot, or this little I suppose you could call it pot, or bowl, right? This came off of the BioLite family bundle, and this was the wee eating bowl that came with that, and it just so happens it fits perfectly around that, so that's now became part of my everyday. Right, let's get this started up. So for the breakfast, I'm going to be trying the Trek'N Eat emergency biscuits. If you're in our Facebook group, you've probably seen Mick trying these, and you'll know that I've tested a couple of them myself. So just as I said, same type of breakfast that I would have in the woods. If I could open this up. Now these come in 9 blocks in a box. Right, there you go. Or 9 bars rather. And 1 box is enough for a grown man for a whole day. It's 500 grams, 2,300 calories in a box. Alright. So, what we're going to do is crumble one of these up, 1 whole bar like this. Now you can eat these straight. They're very dry, in all honesty. It tastes kind of like ready bread if you're eating it straight out the packet. Now bearing in mind that these are supposed to be emergency biscuits, so I'm going to break them up and I'm going to mix it with some powdered milk. I've got a little bit of fruit here, and I've also got a sachet of porridge, so I'm going to mix a whole lot together. And we'll see what comes out, alright? Now I've always got little sachets of porridge like this. This is just the Quaker Oats wee packets. And incidentally, just while that's boiling away there, a little trick with these, if you excuse me, if you fancy a quick and easy meal on the go, mix this with a little bit of powdered milk, a little bit of water. You don't even have to heat it up, just give it a bloody good shake, and that's you got a little protein drink in the morning. Great little tip. Now I've ran out of normal powdered milk, but I do have Coffee Mate, which is essentially exactly the same thing, and some form of creamer, powdered milk, etc. is one thing that I'm always going to have in my pack. Alright, so I'm just going to chuck some of this in. In fact, I might have some powdered milk in my... And it just so happens that I do. I use little glucose tab tubes like this. So I've got one for sugar, I've got one for tea, and I've got one for powdered milk. Just while I'm here, I'll go through the contents of what I've got in this little pouch. I've always got a couple of mint cakes, which you could quite easily, you know, throw into a breakfast or cook with in various different ways. That's why I don't carry the chocolate ones, because if you've got the chocolate covered ones, you're limited to what you can do with them, alright? Little cappuccino pouches. Again, these are fantastic. Quick, easy drink. I've also got just a little packet of dried fruit. So between all three, let's see how this will pan out. Just breaking up the bars here. Put some of this fruit in it. Now I don't want to move the camera at the moment, just because of the way things are set up. I'm limited to space that I've got in here, so unfortunately I'm not able to move things around. So there we go. Just incidentally, while I'm here and that's boiling away, look what arrived yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or it was Friday. I've got a more order in. It was quite a large one. They sent me a free enamel mug. How cool is that? So, just while that's boiling away, I'll get a brew made up. Yep, as I said, powdered milk in one of these. That's boiling away, lovely. Some sugar. Can always put a little bit of sugar in breakfast as well, depending on how it comes out. Put 2 tea bags in. I like a good strong cup of tea in the morning. So that's boiling away. Don't know if I've put too much water in this. Give it a second to get mixed up and we'll have a wee look and see. Yeah, it's got the same kind of consistency as porridge does, or especially ready break. I was speaking to Mick Gately earlier this week when he was out trying it himself, and Mooks was trying it as well, and they did say it's got the same kind of consistency as ready break when it's broken up like this. So yeah, that's quite a nice consistency, to be honest. Give it a little bit more water. I've certainly made worse in the morning, it has to be said. This bowl that I'm using is actually quite deceptive in the sense that you can normally fit a decent sized meal in it, and although it looks small, what do I do with my fork? Ouch. Right, so there we go. Right, let's give this a wee try. See if I can come up to the camera a little bit, let you see that. Right, there you go. Without spilling it everywhere. Does just look like porridge. When you mix porridge and oats and things like ready break with dried fruit, expect it to get slightly discoloured, okay? And don't worry about it. I think a little bit more water. It's just a little bit too thick. That makes it a little bit easier. When I'm making oats and stuff in the morning, I don't particularly like it being overly thick. It just makes it quite difficult to eat, in my opinion. Right, now that I've actually made that, I can move the camera a little bit. Give me a second. That's better. There we go. So let's give it a wee try. It's not bad. Again, bearing in mind that it's emergency food. It's certainly edible. Eating the bars dry, although you could do it quite easily. You need quite a lot of water to eat a bar. I think this is a much better way of preparing them. But yeah, absolutely, mixed with some fruit. I'm a great fan of dried apple. Dried apple and cinnamon is one of my favourites when I'm out. And blueberries as well. That fruit still had a stone in it there. But yeah, I think I'd maybe still add a tiny little touch of sugar, but it is absolutely edible. And after having a good few spoonfuls already, I can tell you it is quite filling. So it is definitely a hearty breakfast that I could quite easily see myself taking with me. I think from now on I'm going to take a couple of these bars myself. They're small. In fact, I'll show you them again. Individually wrapped. And if you're preparing them like that, it doesn't really matter if the blocks get broken up. So there you go guys, the Trek'N Eat emergency ration biscuits. Stick a little link below for you if you're interested in having a look. Thanks for watching guys, have yourself a great day and I'll speak to you soon.